Toast.
You don't look the sort who can afford to turn down legitimate work.
What do you want?
How about we start with a light?
Well, you got a name, miss?
Elizabeth. You can call me Elizabeth.
What can I do for you?
There's a girl who needs to be found. Maybe you've seen her.
This girl's dead.
You know her.
You'll see dozens of her tied down by the docks or the slums in Apollo Square. Orphans. With Fontaine's charity shut. No place for them.
But her you know.
As I said, girl's dead.
Lost.
Look, I don't know where you get...
Lost isn't dead. Name your rate, I will pay you for this work. But you do this one gratis, wouldn't you?
I don't follow.
Something tells me you will. Seems my instincts were correct.
Where's Sally?
I don't know, but I know someone who does. Follow me.
What's this girl to you?
What I need from her is my business. But I know where to start looking. Something tells me a man with your particular talents could be useful.
Wait, what's los? Ain't you playing the ponies no more? You're too good for the boys at the track now.
What do you want? An autograph?
Ryan, he's a big fish in an awful smaller pond, you ask me.
Anything you say, pal.
If I was running things, I'd say, why just one city? Why not two, eh? Why not three?
Friend. Such a shame.
Can I?
If we were all made from common clay, then Einstein would have remained a patent clerk. It's our responsibility to strive.
Here, here.
You look so sad.
Just a matter of time before Ryan's goons round up anybody talks bad about him. I mean, just look what happened to Frank Fontaine.
What happened to these children? What are they?
Where have you been? Cabin in Arcadia? Little sisters. Atom factories.
It's grotesque.
Hey, keep moving, buddy.
Red means stop, green means go. This is the rule all little girls know.
Compromise? Is that why we came to Rapture? I could compromise in Red Hook.
We're just men and women, Alan. You hold yourself to that standard, you'll never be happy.
In what country is there a place for men like me? Men who refuse to say yes to the doubters and the parasites.
Yes, but even Andrew Ryan takes a vacation.
Come on. We haven't got all day.
What do they even look like under those suits?
What you mean? They're just some kind of machine?
Before you're allowed to vote on it. Otherwise, it's just a knee-jerk response from the uninformed. Does more harm than good.
Who would judge that? A system like that invites abuse?
Having a benevolent dictatorship takes care of that.
Benevolence isn't human nature.
Get on with it. Do you have any idea how valuable my time is?
Ryan's been good to me. Few are the patrons who truly understand the struggle of the artist. But even I was a little leery when he shuttered Fontaine's business and sent that bald buck to a grave deep in the briny. But when Ryan buried all of Fontaine's pals in that department store, someone had to find a home for all those freshly minted orphans. And if I turned $1 or $2 in the process, you can hardly blame me for doing well by doing good.
Oh, I can't remember. All I know is it sounds dreadful.
The meek can go ahead and inherit the earth for all I care. I'm fine right here in Rapture.
Frederick takes what he needs. He's always going to be a hostage to fortune. It's the difference between one who relies on fate and a beggar.
Now you sound like Ryan.
Good.
You know, sweetie, I'm spliced up particular to records.
Wait. The Hostic sees you, he'll toss you out on your ass again.
Funny.
What?
You're not knowing about the Little Sisters. How long have you been in Rapture?
Let's just say I don't get out much.
You've got eyes and ears, don't you?
If I wanted to share my life story, Mr. DeWitt, I would write my memoirs. If I learned anything about Rapture, that it was a place where people understood to mind their own business.
Where are we headed?
The man we need to see is in the Garden of the Muses.
How do you know?
My sources are my own, Mr. DeWitt. If you have better information as to the whereabouts of your girl, I suggest you avail yourself of it.
Where are you taking me?
When's the last time you saw Sally?
What?
She was taken from you, wasn't she?
How do you know this?
She was taken, down at Surprise. You were playing the tables and...
She disappeared.
And?
Cop friend of mine, Sullivan, says they found her floating in the docks.
You see the body?
Look.
Did you see the body? This world values children, not childhood. There's a profit to be made and men who make it. I'm taking you to one of them. Mr. DeWitt, you all right?
I'm fine. Just get these spells sometimes. It'll pass.
Refreshment, sir. Madam?
We're fine, thanks.
I went through basic with a decent sort of the Italians. Papa this and Papa that. They can't take a crap without a papal dispensation.
He gets that from his father. No one from my side of the family was ever so lackadaisical. It's hard to have standards.
Oh, I suppose I shouldn't have drank so much when I was pregnant. Clearly. No changing it now.
Guten Tag.
Herr Schmidt.
Mr. DeWitt, we'll find my source inside of that club.
Cohen? What does that lunatic have to do with Sally?
Private party. No entry without invitation.
We'll see about that.
Which business do you represent, sir?
Business?
Yes, which business?
DeWitt Investigations.
Mr. Cohen does not truck with private detectives. Masks of invitation went to artists and craftsmen alone.
I'm with the artist struggle. We're expected.
No mask, no entry.
Stuffed shirt.
These invitation masks he spoke of. They must have gone out to local artisans.
Well, I guess we'll have to persuade someone to loan us one.
The business of Rapture is business. Says it's sponsored by the Artist Struggle, the Golden Rule, and Rapture Records.
I guess those stores would be as good a place to start as any. What brought you to Rapture?
A man.
Really? You don't strike me as the romantic type.
Wasn't that kind of man.
Then what?
There's a debt that needs repaying.
I've known my share of Shylocks. You're no Shylock.
Wasn't that kind of debt.
Keep your hand on the chain.
I don't have all the flaws and drawbacks other people have. You know, emotions. I'm just a more perfect machine, I guess.
Think about what we could accomplish together, you and me. I propose a merger.
You need something, friend?
They're all gone. Ryan, he's the new Houdini.
He's got him in a department store?
In Fontaine's department store. If I wanted this, I might as well have stayed in Vladivostok.
Fontaine's thugs were nothing more than a bunch of parasites. Ryan looks out for Rapture.
Ryan looks out for Ryan.
And why not? It is the sweat of his brow. We're just the gnats buzzing around, no?
Invitations to Cohen shows are highly coveted. Nobody's gonna just hand us one.
You think you can figure out a way to distract the store owner while I take a look around?
You just find the mask. Leave the distractions to me.
Welcome.
Excuse me. The lady has some questions for you.
Yes, of course.
I'm interested in this piece.
Ah, excellent. You've an eye, haven't you, miss? It's a natural sapphire and diamond, 18-karat gold ring, fully hallmarked for Paris, 1887.
Really?
The center cabochon... Excuse me, sir?
That's a lot of fine talk about a stolen ring.
Cohen sends those masks out in some kind of box.
Did you think we wouldn't notice?
I can assure you that...
The assurances of a grave robber are of no interest to me. If you hand the ring back, the matter will remain between you and me.
Damn. Must be somewhere else.
Hit the brakes, you tramp! I'll see to it they get you.
Get your hands off me! Might be best if we were gone when he wakes up. Any luck?
Nothing. Let's find another shop.
Where should we look next? Upstairs at the Artist Struggle or Rapture Records straight ahead?
Are you in the know? The Big Daddy may look imposing, but he's a gentle giant. Do you know all he does for Rapture? These metal jets are the hands that maintain Rapture, digging the foundation out of the seabed and guiding structural supports into place. Where do these metal mysteries come from? Sorry, chum, that's a Ryan Industries trade secret. Now you know.
Whatever that barber did to you, I hope he's retained a capable attorney.
How do they work?
Something about stem cells.
What's a stem cell?
Who do I look like, Bridget Tenenbaum?
It's a one possible end. They can't both be right.
If she feels so strongly about how Fontaine's people were treated, she's more than welcome to hop a bathysphere to that department store and join them.
I've got your memory. I say, try it again. Maybe your taste buds have matured. Hello, Booker. Where have you been hiding her?
That's what the parasites want you to believe. Gray. There's no such thing as gray. There's good, there's bad, and nothing between the poles.
I've got these little things. She's got you.
I understand why Ryan wants to lock all of Fontaine's men up in that department store, but why on earth should we have to feed them? Isn't a prisoner just another parasite?
What you want to do, Irene? Hang them all?
You said it, not me.
Tim, I don't think these supermen know the meaning of the word.
Another one. Hey, you got an issue with my food pail? You're welcome to put on an apron.
I had all of these visions before coming down here of utopia. Every man with his hand on the great chain, the wheel of progress turning. Every cliche you can imagine. And what is the first thing that happens when I open up shop? Petty thievery. Now I have to lock all my valuables in the closet. Remember 2076. It's the problem with coming to utopia, is that it still has the people. When Ryan take over Fontaine Futuristics, scene of a terrible violence. Splicers burning each other to bits. Lucky ones not killed, sent to department store prison instead. Suchong think he dead man too. But then Ryan comes to Suchong and says, Suchong want to be buried in filthy store, or Suchong want to make a good salary? Work for Ryan. How much salary? Asks Suchong. This Ryan find very funny.
Buongiorno, signore.
Days. Her little girl's been missing for days.
I'm a complete wreck if Trudy even gets a nosebleed.
So many children. It can't all be coincidence.
Chang observe strangest of coincidences. On other side of a window, man in strange hat experimenting on Su Chang's own creation. On plasmid. Man name of Fink. Outrage! Theft of intellectual property! But man name of Fink is no fool. Through addition of oxidizing agent, turns plasmid ingestible through stomach lining. Mr. Ryan very impressed with Su Chang's initiative. Theft of intellectual property, two-way street.
See that dish I walked in with? Will you give her the Star treatment, pal? It'll make it worth your while.
Of course, right away.
What is this piece?
It's by Trinae, but of course, covered by Mr. Reinhardt.
Oh, it's lovely. Isn't it lovely?
Gotta find that box. Nothing. Well, only one place left.
Especially something as this. It's almost primal, isn't it? Part of us exists before thought, before logic, purely sensual.
The finest music touches us places.
And we never knew.
No.
Can you turn it up? Oh, it's so intoxicating.
But also powerful. I must go. I must go. Even one more note shall prove my undoing. Nothing?
No. Got one place left, though.
And if that proves to be fruitless?
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Fontaine got taken out by Ryan's goons for one reason, and one reason only.
Are you in the know? You've doubtlessly sampled products from Fontaine Futuristics. But do you know why Ryan Industries saved it? Frank Fontaine, business leader and benefactor of mankind? Or was he the best friend the parasite ever had? Were you aware his businesses were a front for a smuggling ring? And were you also fooled by his supposed charity work? At his free clinic, patients became test subjects, and his orphanages were places that children disappeared into and never came out. Once they learned the truth, Rapture's Central Council called for the arrest of Fontaine Futuristics' owner. But, a coward to the end, Fontaine found a hail of bullets preferable to facing justice. The council asked that Ryan Industries assume the burden of stewardship of Fontaine's ill-gotten assets. And Andrew Ryan accepted that burden for the people of Rapture. Now all citizens can enjoy these products, free of criminal taint. Now you know.
Why are you wasting your time? All that unpleasantness with Fontaine.
Where have you been, DeWitt? Expect me to drink alone?
Why?
Hey, pal. You want to help out the little lady?
Yes, of course. Interesting, isn't it? An original Sander Cohen. He calls it miasma.
I'm sorry, but I know precious little about art.
How does it make you feel?
I don't want to open my mouth
Where's he
for
hiding that
Fear of what
box?
foolishness might tumble out.
Would you like me to tell you what it means?
Oh, would you? Oh, I would like so much to understand.
There you are, you little sick of a bitch.
Condemned to breathe the swampy air of the parasite.
You've given me so much to think about. I feel a trifle swoony. Would you mind if I return tomorrow for further education?
I shall be here at your service. Until tomorrow.
Good. We've located the mask.
Third time's the charm.
All right. It's best we head back to Cohen's.
How am I gonna get work with my leg all busted up?
Fine piece of work back with those shopkeeps. You've got a bit of the grifter in.
For that, you can thank my father.
Oh, yeah?
He was a man comfortable in a variety of roles.
Ah, Mr. DeWitt. Back again. And so soon.
About the dispersions being made. What Ryan...
So, what kind of field you in?
Field?
Yeah, you know, occupation. Can't imagine what kind of employment would lead you to tag along on a job like this.
I suppose you could say I work in debt collection.
Are you in the know? Innovation and competition are what fuel Rapture. But that fuel can be diluted with rumor or flat-out lies. The rumor monger asks, what are these so-called splicing side effects? Well, take a look around you. Do you see anything wrong with your neighbor? The rumor monger asks, why has Tenenbaum withdrawn from the public's eye? Dr. Tenenbaum is a scientific mind unparalleled, even in Rapture. She's no doubt in her lab, toiling away at her next great innovation. I heard she was in cahoots with Fontaine. Merely slander from jealous naysayers. Remember, Rapture competes through innovation, not cheap shots. Bridget Tenenbaum is a woman who represents the best of science and industry. In other words, she's a Rapture gal. Now you know.
The Great Chain guides all of our efforts, even if we can't see.
This better work. Otherwise, we'll certainly look the fools.
Trust me.
Ah, very well. Mr. Cohen awaits your participation at his performance.
So who is this fellow Cohen? Some sort of underworld figure?
Worse. He's an artist.
An artist who kidnaps children.
Cohen's muse is a bit more diverse. I've seen this type. Gets an idea in his head, end a conversation. Don't matter who gets hurt.
Dance, dance, move! Be the conduit! Open yourselves to the music, to the spirit of the eternal! No. Why do you fail in this fashion? To embarrass me in front of my muse? My muse shall not be mocked. Fitzpatrick! Please! The stick! For God's sake! My muse shall not be mocked! Get them out of here! There shall be no failure on my canvas. Oh, there's no room in Rapture anymore for the artist. are you?
Name's DeWitt.
Is that right? My. This one's a real biscuit. Isn't he a biscuit, lady?
I need to ask you a few questions.
Questions, yes. Yes, it is the work of man to ask. It is the work of the artist to answer.
You've seen this girl, haven't you?
We artists see more than most. You are more than you claim to be, little songbird. Are you not? Watch this one, DeWitt. She'll take you where you don't want to go. But I know the child in that photo is important to you. So many children flit, flit, flit away. I know where the girl is. And I will send you to her. In exchange, all I ask is a dance.
What?
I see something in you two. Art strips away artifice. Show me who you are, and I will show you where you need to go.
Cohen, son of a bitch.
Mr. DeWitt.
What?
Dance with me.
Come, dance!
I shudder to think what greater price he might care to extract.
Fitzpatrick! Beauty and pain. They can be no more separated than birth and blood.
What do you think Cohen's customers do with the children? Do they?
Sometimes. But those types lack the capital of people like Ryan and Suchong.
That's a blessing.
You saw those little sisters? You so sure? But if Suchong had Sally, I'd know it.
How?
Because I tied him to a chair and asked him.
So?
For 15 hours.
I don't know what to make of you, Mr. DeWitt.
No!
Listen, we're not gonna keep...
Fitzpatrick! I see suffering in you. I know how to shine a light on your pain. A moth will become a butterfly.
Mr. DeWitt! Mr. DeWitt! Are you all right?
I'm fine.
You were dreaming. You kept saying your daughter's name, Sally.
She's not my daughter.
I thought...
Pain and beauty. To an artist, they are parent and child.
Cohen?
I'm sending you to find your young one. No need to thank me. I'm not so sure you'll like what you find.
Look.
Fontaine's. Ryan sent the whole thing to the bottom.
But it's a prison now. Why would Cohen have sent Sally there?
I don't know.
Everyone has needs. I merely provide a service for those who have the means to pay. You'll find your little bird in the housewares department.
How many people do you suppose Ryan's got locked up in that place?
Enough. Fontaine had amassed something near an army. Now they're down there, spliced up and wild. All right, there's a dock up ahead.
Takes a cold son of a bitch to do that to a living person.
What's that?
Barrier, let's see.
You read your residency contract with Ryan Industries? In perpetuity, we're all buried at sea.
too comfortable. Keep your eyes open.
Seem to be some supplies this way, Mr. DeWitt.
It's Booker.
What?
Just call me Booker.
If it's all the same to you, let's leave it at Mr. DeWitt. Look up there. Let's have another look around. Perhaps we'll be able to find something to get us up and over.
Could be handy.
skyhook.
Skyhook? You mean the air grabber? Kids use them to ride around up on the pneumo lines.
Air grabber. Huh. Constants and variables.
Constants and what?
Never mind.
Goddamn grabber stuck.
Mr. DeWitt! Someone's coming!
All right, I got the grabber unjammed.
I made you a solid.
Mr. DeWitt, look. Housewares. That's where Cohen said we'd find Sally. The store ran trams between the three buildings. We'll need to avail ourselves of that.
Assuming it still works.
Optimism, Mr. DeWitt. It helps in situations like this. When did you come to Rapture?
Oh, it was, geez, I guess around 51? No, 48?
That's a rather large gap.
Time. Life I had before. Sort of becomes a blur. 49. 49 for sure. Damn.
You look a mess, Mr. DeWitt.
Just keep your eyes open for splicers. They can do us a whole lot worse.
Here, little birdies. Eat it up. Well, it's good for you, you know. I've never heard of birds that didn't like seeds. What's the matter with you? Do you think it's poison?
You should be ashamed!
Mr. DeWitt, look.
Well, there's the tram.
That splicer had no problem freezing a path for himself before.
I'm sure he'll be happy to do the same for us.
I have no doubt you'll prove persuasive. Mr. DeWitt, look. An ice rink.
Be good at places any to look for our new friend.
Says it's on the top floor.
So we go up.
Burst pipe.
Store sunk a few 100 feet beyond its specifications. More pressure, more burst pipes. Damn thing's locked.
Let me see that. Oh, have matters progressed so little? I could turn this with a rake pick. Done.
Where'd you learn that?
Oh, it's something I picked up a long time ago.
Yeah, our frozen friend leaves a hell of a trail.
Come on.
Just let me in, okay? Fontaine, he said we're all equal down here now, all in the same boat. I just want a taste of some high-class food.
Don't you have... This isn't a game!
I thought you were my friend!
Yeah, those old numbers sure got some high notes. But...
Ryan, you bastard. Left me here to rot. Sure, I signed the contract. Helped turn Fontaine into a prison. 10 days, big rush, everything slapdash. Right before the prisoners are brought in. One of your piece of shit turrets. Bam! Both kneecaps. Now I'm likely a cripple locked in a jail, surrounded by maniacs. Haven't even been paid, but I don't care. Just get me out of here!
If we seek out the fight, perpetually, there may be limits to how much
Make yourself heard.
this may be stimulating.
Locked. Elizabeth?
Give me a second.
Ladies like men who are big and tall, but I don't mind if you're short and small. I never measure ounce to
It used to be such a thrill to hear Ryan speak. Parasite, this. And the exaltation of man, that. Sure, it could all get a bit of a bore. But the old bear sure knew how to enunciate.
Just
Hello, sweetheart. Glenda, honey.
uncomprehended mind lashes out. Perception.
Butterflies in your stomach. You're in the wrong place.
You'll be glad you hung in there. Prepare yourself for greatness!
Go ahead. I'll be fine.
Come back this instant. You're only making things worse for yourself.
Hey, the lady's not accepting gentlemen call.
How many catastrophes were launched with the words, think of yourself? It's the king and country crowd who like their royal construct. It is this great inversion of ancient lies.
Now.
Bed? Always knew I'd be a star.
Of my first play, the Herald said, "A dead whale has washed up at the Schubert Theater. And stinks a little more with each passing night." The Tribune called my first opera as having the effect of canceling out all of Mozart's classics in a single caterwaul. And now, critics take me to task for my humanitarian work. If I were not there to find a home for these orphans, would these bellyachers take my place? An artist once said, all critics should be assassinated. I just might take him up on that.
What's happened to these people? They don't even seem sane.
Nothing beats your first splice. From there, it's all downhill. The frozen frosties, the jockeys who will hand you 1,000 volts as soon as look at you.
You sound sympathetic.
They wouldn't be the first sons of bitches who found an answer at the bottom of a bottle. But once you see them go all weak at the knees at the sight of a little sister and all her atom, they cut a less sympathetic figure. Short-circuited. Probably be able to pop it open with it.
A jolt of shock jockey?
You familiar with shock jockey?
More than you could know.
Let's look around. Maybe there's a store ain't been ransacked by splicers yet.
I've been on a sabbatical for going on 15 years now. I get some work, but I want to get back to real acting.
Gary, do you see that too? It looks like some doorway into another space and time.
That what you are.
And it's
A cognitive print.
Are you sure? Betty, we live in Rapture.
Face me. What? Are you?
I'll be down here.
I told Sander Cohen I'm always ready to cut a record. I put on a show. Said he'd call. I'm a legend, you hear? A legend!
Think you can pick this?
Keep a lookout. All yours.
I keep dropping audio diaries in the pneumo tubes like a message in a goddamn bottle, hoping one will get through and someone will save me. If you get this, send help. I'm holed up in the shoe storeroom. The code's 0928.
Nice. Locked. Elizabeth?
Sure thing. Done.
You can't judge a man only by his bookings. Character's gotta come into account.
Don't be such a party. You left me with nothing!
Who hides from the light?
town is. All my audio diaries begging for rescue came back unread, marked return to sender, insufficient postage.
Man, I'm planning a big comeback. Just be a new agent, you know? You know anybody? These new songs? They're real personal. What you doing now?
Let's up,
This is my house.
Blasted trepidatious.
I see you there.
To the challenge!
Looks like the plasma department is back that way. I'm sure we'd find something useful there.
Elizabeth?
Come on, give me something challenging. All done.
Last time that boy came over, there was urine all over the home. What are you up to out there?
There's no avoiding it. No other way.
I deserve this is all your fault.
I'm back here. What are you trying to pull here?
Can't find anything.
Got a lock, needs picking.
No problem.
Ready.
Oh, you're not gonna outlawyer me on this one, Ryan. You knowingly promoted Old Man Winter with the implication it produced ice, not dry ice. The ice sculpture we commissioned for this year's gala at the Kashmir stands where we left it a month later. All 2,500 pounds of it. And who's still footing the room rental? Oh, not you, you son of a bitch.
Rumor is the tool of the parasite. Fontaine is dead. Rapture lives.
Why did Ryan lock up all of Fontaine's followers in a department store?
He needed somewhere to put Fontaine's buttonman. Why not shut down the competition in the bargain?
But I thought Andrew Ryan was all about free markets and open competition.
All those ideas lose their luster when the quarterly earnings come in and you find the other guys eating your lunch. Either way, Fontaine's
It's
dead.
freezing in here.
Something tells me all that cold isn't just coming from the ice rink.
Frank Fontaine called me in the other day. Me. Ray Lorton. Says trouble's coming and he's passing out special plasmids to all his best guys. I mean, it's an honor, but man, I started getting these shingles all over. Skin's discolored. Like when a guy's about to lose a limb, you know? And I can't seem to pile on enough clothes. I hate to ask, but is this happening to everybody? Nobody gets even as well as I say so. You got it. Anyone comes to that bottle without permission is a dead man.
Sorry.
Where'd you go? Your pot of gold's full of shit.
Easy, Eve.
St.
at me.
I ain't going.
Done here.
It's all I've got.
Company man, company man.
Mr. DeWitt, the plasmid? Have you forgotten what we came for?
Need some help with this.
Sure thing. There.
Damn it, that son of a bitch drank every last bottle of Old Man Winter.
I think I can help.
What was that?
It's a new plasmid. Lets me bring in things that might exist, but don't.
I'm not sure I understand. What's it called?
Tear.
Where'd you find that?
You don't expect a girl to share all her secrets, do you, Mr. DeWitt?
Freeze your enemies. Shatter them into 1,000 pieces.
Don't skimp on the cocktails. You hear me, Phil? Don't skimp.
Yeah, folks always stare when I make the scene. You get used to it.
Who hides from the light?
What's mine? Stay.
Take this now!
All right. I know you're the client and all, but I've gone about far enough without a few answers.
My purpose here is none of your concern. Consider me a means to an end.
And why do I get the feeling I'm being set up?
I told you I'm in collections. An account is in arrears. My clients simply want to see matters set to right.
Don't make any sense, that's all.
If you don't like the arrangement, the bathysphere's back that way. Got it.
Well, that's an example of a few bad eggs ruining it for the rest of us. Rapture is being undermined by a growing number of undesirable types. Where would you put them? A Rapture in competition? You know as well as I do, these decisions come from the entire Central Council. You can't trust the Council. You can't trust.
Open it.
Okay.
You've been two-timing me.
Sally's not your daughter. What's she to you?
No.
Why risk life and limb?
It's part of the job.
You owe me no explanation.
She's just another orphan. After Fontaine went down, City was lousy with him.
And?
I don't know. You have a reason for every stupid thing you've ever done? He started showing up, looking peaked. Fool me with fever, but should have known she would never leave.
How did you lose her?
It's none of your business. Just what the doctor ordered.
You thought the whole ice sculpture fiasco was just gonna bounce off you, didn't you, Ryan? Well, you ain't made of rubber. You got your circus of values selling your goods, security devices protecting your property. You think you own them, but you don't. I'm learning how to turn your creations against you. I promise you one thing. Machine gun bullets don't bounce.
Something's worth locking up. It must be good.
Something about you doesn't sit right.
Yes?
Wouldn't peg you as the Rapture type. Not even a little.
If you mean I have no interest in joining the Andrew Ryan Book Club, you'd be right. Just another set of fanatics with a different set of books.
I gamble.
What?
You asked me how I lost Sally. I gamble. Took her somewhere kids got no business being. I was winning. In a place like that, you don't let a kid out of your sight.
But you did.
Yeah, and here we are. But the million-dollar question is, what's she to you?
I have an interest in reuniting you with her. Isn't that reason enough?
Let's hope Cohen was on the level when he said this is where we'd find Sally.
I can only imagine what they would do with a child in a place like this.
Cohen's halfway to Splice Town. Probably thought putting a child in prison would be high art.
The sooner we find her, the better.
Come on out of there! Papa's got all
Sally!
plans for you. Now you come out and take your medicine.
Sally, come out of there.
I can't see her.
What are you doing?
This is a schematic for the venting system. It shows there are more vents like this one in electronics, the bistro, returns, the book department, and the appliance show floor.
So?
If she's in there are only 6 vents she can come out of. Now there are 5. All these vents are connected to the central heating unit. If we close them off and turn the heat up, she'll be forced out through the central exhaust. It's the only exit.
You want to burn her alive?
No, we just make it hot enough to flush her out.
Can't do that.
Look, either we find her, or one of those splicers will.
All right. Where are the other vents?
Up ahead.
Seems right up your alley.
Looks simple enough. It's done.
Come on, love. Oh, Mickey just wants to give you a little squeeze. You don't want to.
See the vent? Over there. Two down. Where to now?
Oven of the future, huh? Yeah, the kid got hold of that damn radar range last night. Started trying it out on everything. Apples, marshmallows, spoons. Had himself a fine time until our Pekingese stepped in the way. And for some reason, I'm the one in touch with the wife.
I have been in the weeds this entire shift.
Lock the damn thing up. So don't forget the
Just
code.
terrific. Oh, the two of you. Oh, and a doctor note. How can I keep it from happening to me?
You're making me very cross. Their parents must
you done this time?
What am I supposed to do now?
Do it.
There!
Where do you get off? Come on, sweetheart! Honey!
Halfway there.
All I could think was, there are millions of bacteria in each drop of saliva. Did he brush his teeth? What if he touched a doorknob and then put his fingers to his lips?
What is that thing in there?
It's a radar range. Never could figure out if the thing's designed to cook a turkey or a splicer.
Damn door's got a key code lock. No way to get in without knowing what it is.
All I could think was, there are millions of bacteria in each drop of saliva. Did he brush his teeth? What if he touched a doorknob and then put his fingers to his lips? I waited weeks for that kiss. And ruined.
Oven of the future, huh? Yeah, the kid got hold of that damn radar range last night. Started trying it out on everything. Apples, marshmallows, spoons. Had himself a fine time until our Pekingese stepped in the way. And for some reason, I'm the one in touch with the wife. Well, I locked the damn thing up. Oh, so don't forget the code. It's 3958.
Talk to me like that. Show me some respect. Because I'm a salesman.
Come on out, we're a...
Why? Talk to me like that.
In my own home!
Frank,
working? Where is she?
It's not enough. That giant son of a bitch will walk right through that.
What if there's still a service door or a fire exit?
We'll seal it up. Lock him away forever.
What exactly were they trying to keep out?
Something worse than that.
And what could that be?
You'll know it when you see it. Can you open this, Elizabeth?
Keep a lookout. Done. Okay, next one.
Observation number 17 regarding unknown phenomena. Phenomena presents is odd shimmer, through which is observed what? Men in strange hats, women in large dresses, buildings that float. Is phenomena window to other space? Other time? What was it Einstein said? The only reason for time is so not everything happen at once.
Sweetie, you in the bedroom?
Listen, honey. You know there's rats in there. The size of ponies. How much you weigh, sweetie? About 40 pounds? You know, they got
There should be one more.
Visit the Defense Pavilion in Fort Providence and start building your castle
Judging by your... Let go! Of everything!
I should warn you, I'm carrying a piece.
Him! You bean counters never cared about the little guy. Won't steal my leads!
Elizabeth!
There you go! Done. On it.
Come out and show yourself.
Did you take a look at this lock?
I can do that.
Oh, isn't everything just wonderful?
There.
The food, the band. Even your parents are behaving. Really? You mean it? I tried so hard to reduce to fit into this gown. I just wanted to look beautiful for you.
I don't know if she was dangerous. Just insane.
Next time, I'll be sure to ask.
Why can't Franklin read quietly in a corner like I did as a child? Careless. Not a single thought to where an accident might leave us. Dr. Wortham prescribed a plasmid. A mother's little helper to keep me sharp. I've had my misgivings, but I let my guard down for a second. That boy may get himself killed.
It's simple. You want to mind control everybody?
What am I going to do with you?
Do it. Now.
Done. Sure thing. Hear that?
Sally? Sally, it's me, Booker. Now, you come out now. Sally? Dear, do you hear me? It's me, Booker. Now listen, dear. You come out right now!
Mr. DeWitt, she's not coming. Now let's get the rest of these vents sealed. It's the only way. It's the last one.
Where's the exhaust?
In the toy department.
Elizabeth.
Oh, this won't take long at all.
Really?
Ready.
Don't expect coddling from me. Are you some fickle child who won't relinquish your ugliest doll simply because it's yours? Shut up.
Your name is...
It's the way to get ahead. made you!
Do it.
Bet.
Locked from the other side. How the hell?
Look. I think I can squeeze through. Give me a boost.
What's taking so long? Come on!
Do it. You don't seem any worse for wear.
Speak for yourself.
Observation number 22, regarding unknown phenomena. What is the source of phenomena? Suchong employ observers. Observer task to find more phenomena. Observer reports back. Young woman appear from phenomena. and just as soon, young woman disappear. Observer has nothing else to report on topic. If Suchong can find this woman, she will make interesting new phenomena.
All right, let me go check the exhaust vent. No sign of her. Looks like we'll need to turn up the thermostat if we're gonna flush her out. It's over that way. Thermostat's right there. Turn the heat up.
I'm not going to burn her.
It's the only way to bring her to us. If you won't do it, I will. Just give me the word.
Turn it up.
What?
Turn the goddamn thermostat up.
Do you hear that? We need to get back to the exhaust before we lose the girl again.
Sally, come out! It isn't working.
I told you she's coming.
It isn't working. Turn it off.
If we turn it off, it's not gonna work.
We have to turn it off. We are hurting her. Sally! Sally, it's Booker. It's me. Sally, come on. I'm gonna get you out of here. Sally! Come out here right now! Sally. No.
Open it.
Okay.
What is anarchy if not a
Haven't found anything yet. Mr. DeWitt, the girl!
Sally!
All right. Mr. DeWitt,
It's okay, Sally.
is she?
Look, it's Sarah. She's come to see you. We're going home. Do you want to go home? Don't, please, don't. I'm here. I just want to take you home. I just want you to.
You're hurting her.
She's got to come with me.
She's not your child.
She is mine.
Let her go. Let her go.
She's mine. Shut it down. Shut down the machine.
You've got to pull her through.
Shut down machine!
No, she's not through!
Shut it down!
I remember all of it. That poor child.
She wasn't yours, Comstock.
Oh, no.
I wasn't.
No.
Yet you had to have me, didn't you?
No, this isn't right.
And when the guilt was too much.
You turned to us to solve your problem.
To provide a place to go where you might forget.
Where there never was an Anna in the first place.
Comstock was never one to own up to his errors, was he, brother?
Never comfortable with the choices he made.
Always seeking someone else's life to claim as his own.
Elizabeth. Child. I am so sorry.
No, you're not. But you're about to be.